guys can hear me over the sound of the bugs and critters, wonderful little critters that are making all the noise. I wanted to talk about slot machine strategy. Things I've tried, things I think. We're here in Oklahoma. The popular games that we have here, actually I'm pretty sure all of the games period are class 2 machines. The more popular versions of that are the ones that are like 3 reels or 5 reels. You know, they have the red screens. So you get a particular pattern on the bingo card. It lines up, it matches with the numbers that are called. It'll go into a red screen and you'll get multiple spins depending on how many of those bingo patterns that you got.
Oh, it's still red.
Yes! And then the other class 2 slots are the same thing, but the bingo card just might not be as prominent. It could be like down at the bottom. Sometimes they're like hidden in the menus. And it's just kind of like the underworkings of what you're actually playing is this bingo game rather than the slot machine, which is like the visual representation of what you won on the bingo game. You know, it's still really fun. And to me, it's just as fun as normal slots. I don't really have the ability to play just normal slot machines here, very often. So I kind of have to go for the class 2 slots. You know, I've been going for the past like 2 weeks, pretty much every day, to these casinos and bringing like $100, just trying to see what I can do. And I've been like bouncing around a lot. Some nights are really good, some nights are not so good. You know, and right now I'm like floating a little bit above where I started overall. But the point of, I guess, going, other than the fact that it's just fun, it's something that I enjoy doing, was that I wanted to try to figure out if there was any sort of patterns or strategies that could be developed or anything like that in terms of like, playing these slot machines to make it something you could do, something profitable that you could just do, I can't say that I've really found any patterns. I've gone on Tuesday nights where I won 2 hand pays, and then I've gone on Tuesday nights where I lost $780. So there's not really any patterns, and playing the same games too. It's just like some nights you do well, some nights you don't. And I think that what I've come to the conclusion of here is that there aren't patterns, and trying to figure out a pattern is kind of like a fool's errand, because if there were patterns, if there was a way that you could figure out how these slot machines worked, then the casinos wouldn't be successful. Everybody would always be winning, so how would the casino actually make money? Because everybody knows how to solve the problem of the slot machine, So there's no real patterns that you can follow. There's no real, method that you can really implement that is like gives you an advantage over the machine. Now, what I have been able to discover and sort of utilize is that your bank can determine your success rate. Your bank is like your all or nothing amount, right? So if you go in with $20, you have to realize that you're either going to lose that $20 or you're going to double that $20 or potentially, go further than that. Same with the 200, same with the 1,000. But there's a potential that you could lose that. So what I like to do is go in and start on machines that are really low. They're within your budget. So if you go in with 100 and then you win another 100, you've got 200 total. Put that first 100 in your wallet and don't touch it, because at that point you haven't lost anything, and you can just go do whatever you want with that new 100. And then you can try different denominations, try whatever. And then if you lose that next 100, you can go back to that 100 that you started with, but just realize that bottom amount that you start with, there's always a risk that you will lose that, but it's always a fallback as well. So, and you don't have to spend it. What your bank is combined with what you're betting is where your skill is going to be, because obviously if you go in with $200 and you're betting $10 each time you spin, that money is going to go out really quick. Whereas if you go in with $200 and you're betting 40 cents or 45 cents, per spin, that money's gonna last you quite a long time. You're probably gonna be able to sit there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that's a lot of spins. That's a lot of opportunities to get red spins. Or, you know, if that machine's not working, go try a different machine. A lot of it for me too is just like, you don't feel the machine, you bounce around to other machines, try them. Sometimes none of them are working, but you know, sometimes it feels like the 3-reel machines aren't gonna do anything, so you go to the 5-reel machines. And sometimes it feels like the 5-reel machines aren't gonna do anything, so you go to, you know, something else. But yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, knowing what your bank is, betting smart amounts, not betting crazy amounts, and yeah, just taking your time with it, and you know, not rushing into things. And always just make sure that that initial amount that you brought goes in your wallet. The worst that can happen is that you break even and you had a few hours of fun playing casino games. So yep, that's what I've got, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you go to the casino if you want, or whatever. Yeah. Okay, bye.